You assume adding a bidet means calling a plumber. I installed this Tushy myself in under 10 minutes, and here are the top 5 things to know before you buy. And number 1, surprise me. Number 5, you picture ripping out your toilet and running new pipes just to add this bidet. That is not how this works. The Tushy Classic 3.0 clips onto your toilet seat and taps into your existing water line with a T-split adapter. No electricity, no plumbing. The company says it installed takes about 8.5 minutes on most standard toilets. Mine landed right around 3. My buddy Randy hit a snag on his. He disconnected the top water connector under the tank instead of the bottom one. Water went everywhere. Read the whole instruction sheet before you touch a single valve. Now, number 4 is the part nobody warns you about until it's too late. Number 4 thing you should know before buying this bidet. This model only sprays cold water. The Classic 3.0 skips a heater entirely, so whatever comes out of your line hits you square where you're going to be cleaning. In the summer, that's refreshing. In January, it wakes you up. Tushy sells a spa version with the temperature dial, but the Classic keeps things simple and the price down. I got used to it after a week. My wife did not adjust to it as quickly. She yelped the first time and blamed me for the surprise. If cold water is on your winter morning sounds rough, budget for the warm version instead. Number 3 is something I did not expect to change about my routine. Number 3 thing you should know before buying this bidet. I figured a bidet would cut my toilet paper use to almost nothing. It didn't at first. The spray leaves you wet and you still need something to pat dry. Few reviewers mentioned the same thing, saying they went through more paper those first weeks. I keep a small hand towel folded in the tank now, and that handles it in a second. Skip the towel and plan on waiting about 30 seconds for the air to finish the job. Once I built the towel into my routine, my paper use dropped below what it used to be. Now, number 2 is the control that makes or breaks this whole experience. Number 2 thing you should know before buying this bidet. The side panel has 2 dials that matter more than anything. One adjusts water pressure for light rinse and strong storm. The other is a precise nozzle adjustment that moves the spray angle from rear wash to front wash. Dial it in once you're set for good. A couple reviewers said the pressure knob feels stiff at first, and it does here, and it takes some muscle to turn. Mine loosen up after a few uses. Get the pressure right before you judge the product. All right, number 1 is one that got me, so don't skip it, and skip around until the end because I got a bonus tip nobody warns you about. And number 1 thing you should know before buying this bidet. The nozzle cleans itself. Tushy built a Classic 3.0 with a patented self-cleaning smart spray nozzle that rinses itself before and after each use. They retract into the housing the moment you turn it off. I didn't think much about the spec when I read it on the box. Then I used this thing for a few weeks and realized what that meant. The nozzle never sits exposed in a bowl between uses, catching whatever splashes around down there. My old idea of a bidet involves some permanent wet tube pointed at nothing, waiting to get gross. And this one works differently. It rinses, it retracts, and it stays out of the way until you need it again. Knowing that changed how I felt about using the bidet daily instead of just trying it out of curiosity. If you've hesitated because of that setup feels unsanitary, this is the detail that should change your mind. Now wait for the bonus that answers what you're about ready to ask your first time that you use this. And if number 1 sold you the way it sold me, add this to your cart now and you can thank me later. Bonus tip, keep your eye on the base over time. One buyer reports the base cracked after about a year of daily use. Worth knowing given you're paying for. My father-in-law felt wobbly and kept tightening the screws for months instead of checking the plastic underneath. Mine still looks and works fine, but I checked in the morning the mounting points when I'm already down there cleaning. If you notice any give on the base, tightens the fasteners before it gets worse. A little attention now saves you a big headache later. All right, guys, that's all I got. As always, remember 2 things here. Number 1, deals fade, so go add that to your cart now. Number 2, the product bro is always here for you.